In a bustling city, there lived a boy named Oriv. He was bright, ambitious, and full of dreams. He wanted to become a world-class athlete, but there was one major flaw holding him back: lack of consistency. Oriv would start training with full energy but quit within a few days. He admired successful athletes but never stuck to his own routine long enough to improve. One day, his school announced a state-level race, and Oriv saw this as his chance to prove himself. He trained hard for a few days, but soon, distractions took over. Late-night movies, skipping workouts, and unhealthy eating became his routine. The night before the race, he felt nervous but reassured himself, "I have talent, I'll manage." The next day, the race began. Oriv sprinted fast in the beginning but soon lost breath. His legs aching, one by one, his opponents overtook him. By the time he crossed the finish line, he was far behind the winners. The crowd cheered for others, while he stood there, defeated and embarrassed. That evening, he sat alone in his room, feeling miserable. He knew he had failed not because he lacked talent, but because he lacked consistency. He wanted results without effort, without discipline. Determined to change, he decided to visit Coach Viren, a retired sprinter known for his wisdom. Oriv found him at the track, practicing slow, steady runs despite his age. "Coach," Oriv said, "I want to be the best, but I keep failing. I train hard for a few days, but then I lose motivation. How do I stay consistent?" Coach Viren smiled and pointed to a small leaking water tap nearby. "Watch that drop of water falling on the rock below," he said. Oriv looked. A single drop of water fell every few seconds, hitting the same spot on the rock. "Now tell me," the coach continued, "can a single drop of water break a rock?" "No," Oriv replied. "But what if it keeps falling in the same place for years?" the coach asked. Oriv thought for a moment and nodded. "Yes, over time, it will make a hole in the rock." Coach Viren smiled. That is the power of consistency. One action may not seem like much, but repeated over time, it creates unshakable strength. Success isn't built in a day, it's built in daily habits. Then, the coach gave Oriv 4 simple rules: start small, but stay consistent, even if you train for just 30 minutes daily, never skip a day. Small actions add up. Remove excuses: if you wait for motivation, you'll never succeed. Show up, even when you don't feel like it. Track your progress, write down your daily efforts. Seeing improvement will push you forward. Be patient and trust the process, results take time. Keep going, even when progress feels slow. Oriv took these lessons seriously. He trained every single day, no matter how he felt. He ran in the morning, ate healthy, and followed his schedule without fail. At first, it was tough. His body ached, and his mind craved comfort. But he remembered the water drop on the rock. Small, steady actions create massive change. Months later, when the next state-level race arrived, Oriv was ready. This time, he didn't just run, he dominated. His legs were stronger, his breath steady, his focus unshaken. He crossed the finish line first, leaving his competitors behind. The crowd erupted in cheers. Oriv had won, not just the race, but over his old self, his laziness, his inconsistency. Standing on the winner's podium, he remembered Coach Viren's words. Success is not about speed, it's about consistency. The one who keeps going, no matter how slow, will always win in the end. From that day forward, Oriv lived by one principle: be like the drop of water, small but unstoppable. Keep going, and nothing can break you. Moral of the story: success isn't about talent or motivation, it's about consistent effort. If you take small steps every day, no obstacle can stop you.